Asanteni sana, tunaweza kuketi ama muendelee kusimama, you are engineers. Let me observe the protocols again as constituted here and to tell you karibuni Uasin Gishu, a county of champions. The fact that you are here today, you are fully admitted to the bar of being a champion. And I can't tell, you have so many presidents here that I can't tell which president stands for what, but I know it is for associations. We also have a president of Kenya coming from around here, and we have many other presidents. President of Kenya, Chamber of Commerce comes from around here. President Athletics Kenya comes from around here. President, can I continue? So most likely, if you stay a little bit longer, you might be a president of Minnesota. Allow me to greet you all. Good afternoon, or good afternoon. With me are the members of my cabinet or my government. You can stand up. We have really praised us for having so many engineers. And the chair gave me 3 engineers, but I have 4. One is Engineer Lagat, is a CEC Roads. Engineer Martha Cheruto, she looks like you people. I don't know where did you meet her. She's our CEC Trade. And then Engineer Lucy Njoroge. She's our CEC, ICT, Sports, Youth, and many others. And of course, my Deputy Governor, who is not here, is in the office, Engineer John Barorot. So I'm really equipped and rich with engineers. I have other PhD holders like me, and we are doing well. That's why we are a county of champions. Allow me to say, karibuni sana Uasin Gishu. If there is a place to be, this is the place. Last time we were hosting the devolution conference, and you saw it. It was good, it was superb, and we are very happy that when you host the people of this caliber, the lady has said, we are envisioning a city where it will be a compressing city so that we attract as many visitors as possible. And of course, from the eye of a governor, we will be looking at what will remain when you go, this thing here. Let me just make a very brief speech that I want to appreciate you for being here on this significant day, World Food Day, day dedicated to raising awareness about persistent issues of global hunger. We are all gathered at Sirikwa Hotel in Eldoret, a place symbolic for agricultural wealth and potential of our Uasin Gishu County, known as the breadbasket of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, let me lighten the mood before we delve deeper into our real theme, that wherever we look at the engineers, someone said somewhere that we have an extroverted engineer. When they talk to you, they look at your shoes instead of their own. Well, we may be known for our introverted tendencies, but when it comes to discussing food security, we are all extroverts, ready to engage, collaborate, and find solutions. And when I look at engineers, the very enviable profession that all of us had to mention sometimes when we were very young. When you grow up, what do you want to become? Of course, engineer, the pilot, what else? The doctor, there was another one, the lawyer. The rest are not even talked about. But most of the people who shouted that one, most of them, I know them, they are just at home doing funny things because they didn't become what they wanted. But now that you have reached there, to me, this is a big honor because you pursued your dream, and that's why you are here. So allow me to post about the 4 engineers forming part of my executive. You have seen them. I mentioned their name. We have my deputy engineer. We have the trade, CEC. We have the sports, CEC. and we have the road CEC, they are all here. This team reflects our commitment to excellence because we understand that engineers are solution providers, and they are doing an outstanding job. If you want to see our government, see these engineers. They don't sleep. I don't know what time they sleep, what time they wake up, but the following morning, we have solutions for whatever was a challenge yesterday. So I'm proud of them. Our theme for the Association of Consulting Engineers of Kenya 2023 annual conference is Engineering Food Security. We are here to explore how we can contribute to the fight against hunger and contribute towards achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 2 that talks about zero hunger. Food security is not about producing more. It is about creating sustainable systems, optimizing resources, and ensuring that nutritious food is accessible and affordable to all. Food security is not just about that. Engineers are problem solvers. We are innovators. We look at a challenge and see an opportunity for improvement. Whether it is improving irrigation systems, designing more efficient machinery, or creating sustainable food storage solutions. Engineers have already made a significant contribution to food security. For instance, the development of efficient irrigation systems has helped maximize crop yields in arid areas. That one we have seen. Agricultural drones have revolutionized farming by providing precise data for crop monitoring and health assessment, leading to more efficient use of resources. Innovations in food processing and preservation technologies have significantly reduced post-harvest losses, ensuring that more food makes it from farms to forks. My administration is strongly committed to mechanization, as evident through our existing institutions such as Agricultural Mechanization Services, AMS, and the thriving Agricultural Training Center at Chebararwa. And they're waiting for me, that's why I'm in a hurry. We have World Food Day at Chebararwa, where we have our training center and the farmers are there. And we are an agricultural-based county. And I have often wondered why we rarely see locally produced solutions. Most innovations come from countries like India, China, while we have local individuals with expertise in creating equipment like planters and grass cutters. I hope that one day we'll proudly produce our made in Kenya tractors. I saw one outside there. Well, was I seeing the planter or the tractor? Who took me to that machine? It was the planter. Who invented that tractor and who made the tractor? Is it locally assembled? Aba inatoka nje. I would like to take a moment to recognize the principles of Nguso Kumi, the 10 pillars that guide community development in my county, and let me also add it country. These principles emphasize unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. They remind us that to solve complex problems like hunger, we need to work together, pooling our resources, knowledge, and skills. Just as our county has capitalized on its natural resources and strategic location to become a key player in Kenya's food supply, we too must leverage our unique strengths, whether it is in policy making, research, technology, or finance. Each of us has a role to play in the fight against hunger. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge of food security is still immense, and more needs to be done. Let us take inspiration from other regions. For instance, in the Netherlands, despite its small size, it is the world's second largest exporter of food by value, thanks to high-tech agricultural practices. They have embraced vertical farming, precision agriculture, and hydroponics, can we adapt and implement such innovations in our context? The word hydroponics is, I'm very much you are at home with that because you are engineers, that we can just plant our crops on water. No, you don't have soil, you don't need soil, and you don't need anything. It is just water. Is that making sense? That you can just grow things on water. Hakuna shamba, useme sina shamba huko na maji. Tuseme sina nini na mimea inamea. So I think that's the world we want to go. Like now Kisumu, the other day, Senator Kajwang was saying if you were to expand Kisumu, the nearest is the lake. You can't go any further. But you can plant things there through hydroponic technology. Even, okay, Mombasa, of course, you cannot because the water is salty. Nonetheless, you can't expand any further. But here in Uasin Gishu, in the North Rift, especially from West Pokot down all the way to Masaini, we can produce more. Just that we have not really become so serious or embraced the latest technology and the best practices in farming. As we continue our discussions over the next few days, I challenge each one of us to think about how we can contribute to this mission. What innovative engineering solutions can we develop to increase agricultural productivity? How can we use technology to make food systems more efficient and sustainable? How can we work together to ensure that everyone has access to nutritious food they need to live a healthy life? In closing, I would like to share one last joke. I'm not a joker. Some of these things I just speak and I say it. But I don't see why you should not smile when I talk about a joke. Now that was a joke, huh? Why did the scarecrow win an award? Have you ever asked yourself that? Because he was outstanding in its field. Anasikia watu. Kazi yake ni kusikia and he wins and win an award. Let us strive to be like the scarecrow, outstanding in our field. Let us apply our skills, knowledge, and creativity to engineer solutions for food security. And before I say thank you, and that was the last of the last, that sometimes I ask myself, when we are not there, all of you, that we have land, we have the seed, we have the rains. Where are the engineers? Because if you allow me to do my usual traditional way of planting maize and wheat and potato and sukuma wiki, I will not solve anything. Is there where an engineer can look like me, Governor Waraya, come down to where we are through your outreaches, if you have any, and you bring us together in our political rally? We give you time to tell us your story and success story, especially towards what we are looking for today, food sustainability. I'm asking myself, we have the raw materials, the farm produce, and the like, and the value chain. Where are these people who add value to what we have? So you will realize that farmers are dedicated. Even the Bible recognizes farmers as the most patient people of all the world, in all professions. The only guy who has a lot of patience and lives by faith is the farmer. So if you cannot come in to help the farmer, near man, National Irrigation Something Authority, if you will not help us to do irrigated farming, surely, are we really going to solve anything? Sometimes we cry, but we don't tell you because of maybe our naivety or just because of what. But if there is a person who has the answer to our problems, it is you, the engineer. It is you, the engineer. If it is true, God says we are co-workers, then you are closer to God than all of us because you can create things and make things happen. But now, if you sit like me, who will help who now? So when I see my friend engineer Kandie and the carer, I look at the access roads and I ask myself, who passes through these roads? The farmer, the usual guy, from morning to evening. So if my road is passable and motorable, I'm telling you, I will take my farm produce first to the marketplace, within a very short time. That's why you are very important in that area. So engineers, you have the answers. Help us. You're not listening to me. I'm saying the reason why we look like this is because of you. If we succeed, engineer. If we fail, the same engineer. No, not you, other engineers that I'm not addressing. The other engineers who are making us fail. Structural engineers, for example. Why do we have houses, buildings collapsing? I didn't say anything. But why? I don't have even to think because that's not my area, but why? Why do we have bridges sinking? And whoever designed was an engineer. I don't know that you are the ones or the other fellows I'm talking about. Where? The others. In my county, we have several engineers, especially Department of Public Works and Roads, and we have really done our best to forward their names to do whatever is required, prerequisites for them to be registered as engineers. And we would wish that they join your team if we are really supporting them. And we would wish that they come there where you are, and then they will come to this conference and they will be part of the solution. Am I saying something? Now, in our county, we are moving towards coming up with the EPZ. You have heard of EPZ. And of course, the people who will bring the investment, the people who will build the sheds, the people who will help us plan and plan it well, you are the people. So today I'm so proud that I'm standing before the solution providers. And that one you have made. That one I have no doubt. But we are saying, can we, before you leave this area, do something about our city? Very soon we will be conferred as a city status, find time to hang around and see how best can we plan this city and how best can we make it. I know concert city is an idea. We call it concert something. Can we concert this place? Can we make it a concert thing? I don't know how, but if you can just imagine and conceive, you are there and Holy Spirit ameshika huyo. So that we plan well. We can give you just an open land, free land. Just come and draw your things. Hii barabara naenda huko, hii naenda kwa industrial park, hii naenda kwa wapi, hii naenda kwa governor, something like that. And then we invite people, we invite investors to come and develop the area. So personally, I'm so much proud of you. We are coming up with what we call CAIPs, County Aggregation Industrial Parks. And of course, this one will help in aggregation and optimizing economies of scale. And for sure, we will preserve our food. We will also make sure that we add some values on the very same products. And of course, we will get the market. We will still welcome you, the engineer, to come and stand with us. Then as a county government, we are very much cognizant of this climate change thing that we will talk about, but we are giving some strategies also, especially in environment, in industrialization, and in agriculture. We are told El Nino is coming. Just like everybody else, we don't know whether it is coming or it is not. But we are told El Nino is coming. So the preparedness we are talking about, it is there. But still at the end of the day, we will still come back to you, engineer. We will not go anywhere. Should our road be swept away, then engineer is there to fix it. Should the bridge be done anything, the engineer is there. Should the building collapse, engineer is there. Now, I have every reason to say you are closer to God than to us, especially what we are arts, the social sciences. Tunaongea juu ya Sinjatrovas and the rest, but nyinyi, you bring us the solutions. So I want to say there are many opportunities here, especially in affordable housing that the government talks about. There are opportunities in our airport, especially because we are looking forward to expanding the runway and expanding the airport. There are many other opportunities in the railway city. We've talked about the railway city here, and we don't know how it looks like, but the engineer knows. So engineers, we have the land, almost 200 acres here. Do your thing. Yes, put the city there, and then we develop. And again, we have another one on PTCs. We are allowed to build as many vocational training colleges as possible here, but of course, who will provide the trainers? The engineer. Let me say, now that the world has gone high-tech on digital platforms, we wish that we put all our research centers and institutions this thing called free Wi-Fi. The generation that we are having, especially our children, let me tell you, you don't look like them. However much engineering you are, they have a better one, the latest knowledge in the market more than you. I didn't say anything. Just look at your kid. You look, okay, the sura ni yako, kila kitu ni yako, but ila nafikiri hata si kama wewe. Then you wonder, who is this wild animal? Because he is in your house. They are already, I don't know, they are in another world. Somebody through social media once wrote and said, you guys, you said we are nomads. How comes you have overstayed in Kenya? When is the next migration? You look at the thinking and the logic, actually they are real, but we are hiding because now where do you want to go? But the reality is those guys are migrated, they are not here with us. They live in a digital world. They have their own space. They have their own friends. You find Wambulwa, did you say Wambulwa? Yeah, Wambulwa's kid, who is called Nakumicha, has a friend in the name of John Mark George Brown. And he has a Patel, or she has a Patel, or some funny name. They are really in their own world. Sasa wewe unakasana Muluya unasema usiolewe kwa Mnandi. Wewe unacheza. Oh, you are late. Watu washaenda. Hiyo imeenda. Wameona kwa space. Wanaishi pamoja. And I'm sorry to give you more story, but I'm saying the world has changed. Let us agree to that. But the person who really propels and catalyzes these happenings are the engineers. All the innovations we are looking for, all the technologies, the latest in the market, ni nyinyi engineers. Saizi watu kwa kitu naitwa AI. AI hapa kwetu ni artificial insemination. Mzee na mkulima anasema ng'ombe nataka AI. So we already know what is that AI. But to you, AI is artificial intelligence. That is what is taking the world now to another world. You can influence everything through that. And I want to say I'm feeling good when I'm in the midst of the engineers, and I will not worry. Why should I worry? I don't know. So why should I worry about what I don't know? So Nyinyi will take care of us, give us food, give us technology to have more food, give us technologies to even export and do many other things. Why? Because you are the people who know. Your kid will not, your kid doesn't care. Para baba yako na mama shida iko wapi? Later, always ask later hii nataka kulala, nataka kujua hii vitu inatoka wapi. So, let me finish by saying we are very much proud of you engineers. I want you to have a safe stay up in Uasin Gishu and feel at home. I know my colleague governor, Lusaka from Bungoma might come to close this session when you are closing. I'm a member of that committee of agriculture. And we are saying it is good we come up with solution. So nimeongea kama engineer mtu ya reserve. Hapa, when Madam was struggling to make the national anthem to come up through the technology, then something told me, are they really engineers? I didn't say anything. I didn't, because they should have made things sing, Mungu nguvu yetu ile anini. But sometimes, everywhere, like anywhere else, we have room to learn. And sometimes those things happen to make us better. Next time when the president is here, she will first confirm, is it working? Can you try, for example, before test? Because all of us want to go into perfection realms where we don't make mistakes. And here, tumeshukuru, the County of Champions will make you a champion. I always have an appeal to all of you that when you retire, please plan for your retirement in Uasin Gishu. I'm telling you, this is the only place. We have the best climate. What is it that we don't have? Just go outside and see. If you like nightlife, those people who have nightlife here, We have more nightlife in Eldoret than day. You wake up at night and move. I'm not saying we are night runners, but I'm saying. So let me say briefly that Eldoret ni nyumbani. Sawa, kila mtu ni champion. Sisi wote ni champion. Kipchoge, now you are in the realm of Kipchoge, Faith Kipyegon, William Ruto, Governor Bii, mimi naitonga kuti moja when you are away. You are in that realm. And sometimes I joke and say, if you want to know that you are a champion now, and your DNA imekuingia sahi, let muta trigger a bullet hapa sahi. We will all vanish, and then you wonder kumbe unakimbiaga na mtu ambia asanteni sana, karibuni sana, Mungu awabariki. There is something I left. I didn't read the message up to the end. It says, I hereby declare this conference officially open.